Welcome along to the Lancaster Suite. Once again, thank you very much for all your patience. I know it's a long time to wait. That's why we have moved the talking forward. The idea of this talking all came from this football. It's an actual match ball from that season, 83-84. The lads have been taking the mick for us, haven't it? It's the actual game, which Chris rightly remembers, was against Cardiff City at home in 83-84. Chris, how many goals did you score?
Don't know, two. We won 3-1. That's where the idea came from. We've got them all here. Put your hands together again for the lads. Kevin, let's start with you. Why come to Newcastle United?
Well, what's them?
It's a good question, really. I think it was. My father was a Geordie, born in Heckley Old. My grandfather was in the 1909 Stanley Pit disaster, one of the 29 who got out alive, 169 didn't, they blew up. So, even though I'm from Yorkshire, I'd always had this thing, all my relatives coming down spoke with this, I thought it was a foreign accent at the time, but then I learned they were Geordies. And obviously when you get a few Geordies together, you can't understand the word they're saying if you're from any other place but here. And every time I played here with Liverpool, I enjoyed the atmosphere. So all those things put together, it was a division down, so I was coming to the end of what I did. And so moving down the division sort of helped me a bit, not quite as good in the second division as the first. And so all those things added up, and it was a great move. The 2 years I spent here were probably the two most enjoyable years of my career, along with Liverpool, where we won a lot of things, obviously.
You had a dream debut against Queen's Park Rangers in 1982. The previous attendance in the last home game at St James's Park in 1981 was just short of 10,000. Your debut, 36,000 people rocked up at St James's Park against Queen's Park Rangers. That was the Keegan effect. Fantastic. What was it like to play the game? And score that goal?
Just relatives really coming up to the game made the difference. Massive family, Irish descent, 20 kids in each family, 5 families around here, times 20 kids, about 3,000 on the gate. It was a perfect start. I remember I was playing with Imre Varadi, and it was great, but you never knew what he was going to do. And luckily neither did the defenders, so when he flicked it on, and I went through, I thought, please score, because you can miss, it's easy. And luckily it went in, and that gave us a fantastic start. I think the official attendance was 27,000, but there was at least that in the Gallagher. Have a look at the goal on, you can see it on YouTube now. There's about 46,000 Geordies in there.
Great stuff. Terry, it was your second spell at the club. You came back, followed your old friend Kevin, coming from Liverpool as well. But coming back second time, was that something you ever thought you would do?
No, I didn't. I must admit. But what I do remember, I was at Liverpool at the time, and I lost my place in the team a little bit, and I was in and out. Looked like I was on my way out. And then I was watching Match of the Day on a Saturday night, which is unusual for me because I'm in the pub normally. So I was sat in the house watching, and I seen the game, and I seen he scored the goal, and I thought to myself, something's going to happen very big, very shortly at Newcastle. So about 2 or 3 weeks later, I got a call off Arthur Gogg's, I think it was it was him anyway. He rang us. And he's
still on medication at the moment.
And he actually he said, would you fancy coming to Newcastle? I said, well, definitely. It didn't need no persuading whatsoever. I couldn't wait to get back there. I'd been here before, I loved it. I had a fantastic time at Liverpool. The time had come, and what a better place. There wasn't a better place than coming here and being with Kevin, because I knew something going to happen, and it did. We did get back there, yeah.
Chris, you were already at the club, coming through the ranks from local lad, Gateshead. It must have been a shock for you to see Kevin Keegan arrive at the club at that time.
It was, yeah. At the time, I think we had about 5, 6 Geordie lads in the team. So when we heard about it, we were in pre-season in Madeira, and Arthur Cox wasn't there. Obviously we knew he was signing somebody, but we didn't think he was signing somebody like Keegan. And when we found out of Tommy Kavanagh that night, we pestered him, who was signing, who was signing. I think one of the wives rang one of the players at the hotel and said, "You've signed Kevin Keegan." We all just thought, it was a complete shock to the squad. I mean, you got to say that 2 years previous, before Kevin came, we were, I'm going to be nice to say, we're average. We were absolutely crap. And all of a sudden we got triers, and we never looked like we were going to score a goal. And all of a sudden, obviously, you just said there with the crowd. I've got to say, Arthur Cox was I don't know, adding the pulling power of bringing these two in, but you know, Arthur Cox always said if I wanted to be a manager, I'd love to have his name, because he'd never sing cocktail.
Peter, you were a late comer to the party. And if there's one thing that's well deserved, it's that song in this room. Thank you for that. We've got to go forward and go back. You know, I wanted to move along the line and get everyone an introduction. You came late into the club, but from a distance in Vancouver at the time in '82, what was your views on seeing Kevin Keegan sign for Newcastle? As a Newcastle fan?
Well, growing up, you want to see the best players at your team, you know. So in my time, Terry was with him first time around. Jinky Jimmy was one of my favourites. And then obviously when Kevin and Terry, obviously Terry coming back, Kevin coming for the first time. I'm in Vancouver, obviously thousands of miles away, thinking that would be nice to be a part of. Like Terry's just said, leaving Liverpool to go to Newcastle. You know, for me to play for my hometown team was just something you never thought would ever happen once I went to Vancouver. But then Arthur Cox rang me one day, I don't know how, in Vancouver, but he somehow did. But in them days, and Terry and Ken would know in particular, we had a team at Vancouver Whitecap full of piss takers. So we had Peter Lorimer, Johnny Giles, Nobby Styles, people that took the piss out of you every day. But it was something you enjoyed in a funny sort of way. And when I got this phone call of Arthur Cox, thought it was one of our players. So initially I did tell him to F off, not knowing who it was. But to be fair, the next question was, would you like to come and play alongside Kevin Keegan? Absolutely, as Terry just said there, no brainer, absolutely. He said, how much do you get a week? I said, £400. He said, we'll give you £300. But Kevin and Terry would know better than me at that time, certainly at that time. When you move, you normally got more than when, obviously, you stay where you are. So, anyway, he said to me, it'll be worth £100 a week to play alongside Kevin Keegan. So I came for £300 a week.
Then let's go back to that first season. I mean, what was your first impressions of Benwell?
A shithole, that's what it was.
It wasn't great.
We were talking about somebody who just captained England, you know, all the trophies you've won, all the accolades you've won. Suddenly you find yourself at Benwell training ground, wondering what on earth you've signed for.
Yeah, it was a shock. Can I just come back to Peter?
Yeah, go on.
Because it flows with what he said.
Go on.
Me and Terry are now going to take you through what really happened at our club before he came.
Perfect.
We went to see Arthur Cox. There was some good sides in the division, Chelsea and Sheffield Wednesday, who were probably the two best and got, as we know, first and second in the end when we got third. But We went to see Arthur Cox as senior pros. We were in the last throes of our careers, but we still cared and we still wanted to win things. We went to see him and we said, boss, you've got to get someone to play with us up front. With a great respect to Henry Verardi and the other players who give it everything they've got. We're not going to get out of this division with what we've got. And he said, I'll get someone. And we said, well, you better make it quick. You know, we know that halfway through the season, whatever, I don't know. So there was rumours that we were going to get Kenny Dalglish because Liverpool were playing him every week at that time. And we thought, wow, that'll do us. And then Coxey came in the next week and said, we've got him. True, innit? We went in, we said, who is it? Said, Peter Beardsley. Who? That's what he said. I said, who? And I said, have you ever heard of him, Teddy? No. I said, I haven't heard of him. I said to Arthur, where does he play? He said, Vancouver Whitecaps. Vancouver Whitecaps. So I said, has he played in England? He said, yeah, he got turned down at Man United. He didn't get in the regular, and he was at Carlisle for a little while. So we literally said to him, you're losing the plot here. So this kid, how old were you, Peter? 19? I can't remember exactly. 20. This 20-year-old kid's going to come and play in front of these fans. He's coming from Vancouver Whitecaps. Never played, really, a major competitive game. I said, we walked out, didn't we? He said, he's lost it. He's lost the plot. So 2 days later, Peter turns up. When me and Teddy saw him, we were even more depressed. Because we were thinking he's going to be about 6 foot, you know, I mean, we needed someone big to play off. And he came sloping off in his car. Teddy Mac says, that's him. I said, you fucking kidding me? And he came in, got changed. We got changed, and we played. We warmed up, obviously, for about half an hour, did a few things. We played a five-a-side. And to be fair, at the end of the training session, what did we do, Teddy? Walked straight in. Yeah, go on then.
Well, it was, when we first seen him, we both thought,
He couldn't look like a footballer, did he? Not really, not like the, I'm not being unkind, Peter, but you're not, Waddle wasn't your norm either. In fact, the whole place was full of people who were like that, but in a nice way. Well, Waddle used to look like, you know, he wasn't very quick. We'll come to Waddle in a minute, but we, honestly, but after that training session, you know, when you played with, at the level, me and Terry Don played for England loads of times, played with Liverpool and won things and stuff like that, you know, in a five-a-side after 15, 20 minutes, if a player can play or not. And I have never, ever in my life seen a player like that. It was like, smacked you right in the face. But that's how good he was.